just tell. I spend a lot of time by myself, and since it's summer, I'm usually found in the darkest corner of the house, surrounded by my Fangoria magazines, watching my favorite musical, The Wicker Man. Not the remake, the original with Christopher Lee, obviously. I adore The Wicker Man. I'm a big fan of British horror, and many of my favorite actors happen to be British. And without fail, my mom assumes they're gay. And I myself am a gay, so I asked her recently, why do you think this particular actor is gay? And she was like, the way he walks and the way he holds his head and his face, he just seems gay. I felt like Seymour Skinner. I was like, no, mother, he's just British. But I get it. I like my men. I like my movies. Awkward and short. I like men who are not threatening, which I guess is a little odd, because horror always tells them that those are the ones to suspect. But my previous therapist, she told me one day, she was like, Rowan, you're a very submissive person. And I was like, yes, ma'am. Well, I have a great example of this. Yesterday I went to see The Green Knight at the cinema, and I was waiting for my food by the drink fountain. And I must have just looked really helpless and lost, because this young 6-year-old boy looked up at me and was like, do you need help? And there was no stranger danger fear in his eyes. There was just concern and a little pity. And I wasn't mad or anything. I was just waiting for my food. But I have this thing where I realized I walk down the street like someone who has a favorite serial killer. I don't. I kind of do. I don't. But I'm a very socially anxious person, and so I've become a bit of a zealot. I become like those who are around me. And it happened so much with my ex-girlfriend. She was such a sensual person, and I'm such a cold shower personified. But you know what? I like that. I like being boring. I like my therapist being, you know what? Your fantasies are really PG. I'm a simple man. I get a tickle when people say my name. So I really like that freedom of being boring. So I'll leave you with this little quote that I really love from The Nutty Professor, the Jerry Lewis version. And he says, you might as well like yourself. Just think of all the time you're going to have to spend with you.
Do you believe in kissing, honey?